Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're all here. Today's video, we are going to be looking at what you need to know right now. This is just going to be any message that comes through for what you most need to know right now. I actually do have a version of this as like a personal reading if you're interested, so you can use the first link in the description and you can get any personal reading from me. But I do have a what you need to know right now personal reading, so if you feel like this was hitting the spot a little bit but it wasn't quite, you know, satisfying everything, then maybe you want to go ahead and get a personal reading from me. So if you are not new here and you've watched my videos before, then you can tell the filming setup has kind of changed. I've just realized that I'm not going to be able to show you the cards as well as I would like to, so what I'm going to try and do is get a second camera angle, maybe from my phone, and see if I can like show you the cards, show you what's going on down here, because I know a lot of people prefer to see it that way. Because I know I watch some readers who are like really good readers but they don't show the cards that well, so, and they still get a good engagement. So I'm not sure if it's like, no, we need to see the cards with you guys, or whether it's just like, I want to hear the messages, you know. Let me know down below anyway if this is going to be an issue for you. Otherwise I'll try and find a different filming situation, I guess. Also let me know what else you want to see from me, especially if you like my pick a cards or if you like my other videos. What would you be interested in seeing from me? I'm gonna go put some rings on and then I will go ahead and show you the options that I have for you today. Hi guys, so these are the options that I have for you today. Starting off over here with option number 1, we have those you love you, and then we also have a selenite wand if you prefer to choose by crystal. For the option number 2, we have prepare to be outstanded. And then we also do have Labradorite here, if I can pick it up. And for option number 3, we have see me in their eyes, and then we have blue howlite here. Also you can see that I've already pulled some oracle cards for you guys, which we'll be going into later on. But yeah, I'll give you some time now to pick pile that you feel most drawn to. Right, and I will see you all at your reading. But I felt very drawn to do a collective reading for this same question of what you guys need to know right now. I just felt very drawn, I don't know, I've just felt very drawn to do a collective reading today, because we've only got 3 piles as well anyway, and typically I do 4. Spirit usually pushes me to do 4, even though I'm like, let me just do 3, because by the 4th one I'm like super drained. But anyway, that's not what this is about. So I did pull some cards for more so like a collective message. If you guys want to stick around and hear that, that's up to you. If you want to go ahead and head to your option already, your personal pile, whatever you want to call it right now, obviously you guys can do that too, or you can come back, you can go to that, come back to the collective, see how it either intertwines with your personal reading or vice versa, you know, free will, do as you wish. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and do a collective reading for you guys now for what you need to know. So I've got some pre-pulled cards here. I'm just gonna, they're all oracle cards. I don't think I'm gonna pull any tarot unless I need some particular clarification, but yeah. So we're using very similar cards to what I've got in your personal readings, but I do also have 2 wild unknown archetype cards as well. So we have you have what it takes, and this card reads, always follow your heart. Unless it's been broken, then you must lead it back into love, the universe. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? And then we also have Yeehaw. And this one reads, when it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us, the universe. Okay. And then for some self-care cards, we have Sync with the Moon. We have Chanting. And we have Make an Altar. One thing I would say is that my ancestors have really been trying to reach out to me recently, and as I like to say, readers are on like, sorry, if you feel drawn to a reader, or you feel very you feel like their messages always resonate with you, it's probably because you're on like a similar kind of like energetic frequency to them. That's my personal opinion, but that's what I think anyway, I should say. So that could be something that you guys are also kind of either been thinking about getting in touch with your ancestors or connecting with them more, or you feel like you've been delving more into your ancestry in some way, since we do have Make an Altar here. With Chanting, I also do feel like, and there's a lot of blue in these cards, these ones too, so throat chakra could also be a focus with you guys. Again, communicating as well as the throat chakra, communicating with ancestors too. Actually putting out there, say if you're trying to manifest rather than just writing it down all the time, actually using your voice to vocalize what it is that you want from the universe. That sounds very like, I want this from the universe, but as in like what you want. Yeah, what you want from the universe. Like, I don't know why I feel weird about saying that, but what you want from the universe, that's what manifestation is, right? I'm also seeing like a message about balance or duality even with this card here, this offering card. She's got two kind of lotus, I don't know if it's lotus, but two flowers on each hand kind of just floating above it. And then actually again looking at this altar card, at the back there, there's this image of this person. And they've got 3 arms on each side. So again, that balance. And I feel like it's just a message about balance being in all things. Always having a kind of that message of like karma, of like an action and a reaction, cause and effect. Like there's always 2 things. There's always balance in everything, right? The universe is made up of balance, of duality. So for your archetype cards, you guys have the Nectar and the Offering. I don't even know if that's the right way around. The Nectar and the Offering here. Again, offering. One thing a lot of our ancestors like from us is a bit of offerings. So again, that ancestral message coming through there. I do feel like it's a message about tuning into your divine femininity, no matter what your gender expression is or what your sex is. Tuning into that divine femininity, because it feels like a rest period. It feels like a period of waiting to receive, and that's what divine femininity is about. It's in that receptive mode, whereas the masculine is more like about action, going after it, putting in the effort. The feminine knows that it's going to get what it wants, so it kind of has that faith, I should say. It has that faith of sitting back, relaxing, and trusting in the universe, trusting that you are going to be provided for. That so long as you put your intentions out there, you're going to get what it is that you need and what it is that you desire. Again, with that Nectar card and that duality, you have that white and black contrast coming through here. And again, the kind of reminding me of that yin and yang, which is the feminine, masculine. So those of you who have found yourself tapping more into masculine energy recently, or yeah, just in general, you've been feeling yourself tapping it more into masculine energy, it might be time for you to tap back into that feminine energy again. Tap back into the energy of receiving, the balance of give and take. And more so for this energy, it's like giving to nature, giving to the universe, giving to natural sources, and more spiritual avenues opposed to like people in a way. Yeah, a lot more metaphysical, a lot more spiritual than material, I would say, with this energy here. There's also a message here about offering yourself to the universe in like as kind of like saying, if you guys resonate with being messengers, channelers, spiritual being, someone who you feel like you have a message to give to the world, or you feel like you have a purpose to uphold or something like that, I feel like there's this message here about you actually making the conscious choice to be like, okay, now I'm gonna, you know how the same way people give themselves to God in a way, it's kind of that message of like, okay, I'm gonna give myself to the universe. I'm gonna allow these spiritual guidance and this divine energy to be transmuted through me, and to be translated through you as well, especially through chanting. It's like you're trying to open, there's a message about opening that throat chakra up so that those messages can come through a lot easier and can help others as well as yourself. And if there's any doubts here about your ability to do that, you have what it takes card here. Yeah, doing things that you genuinely want to do, doing things that genuinely excite you, so that you can call in the things that are actually aligned with you in the long run. All right, so I want to read this message from the Nectar card. It says, the Nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmery eyes. Again, that message of like rest, relaxation, of divine femininity, very Venusian energy of indulgence, doing things that are pleasing to you, and in turn allows you to spread more joy, spread more of that light. Here, when I said about offering yourself to the universe in like a literal sense, it's like, even for the offering message, it comes up, it says, imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. But it says, for now, start small. Yeah, it does feel like this was your bottom deck energy, which is the 1. It does feel like there is this kind of cool, this is almost like a message for healers in a way, people who identify with someone who feel like you came to heal others. You feel like you've been through a really probably difficult time, had a lot of difficult experiences, and now you can kind of help others through theirs as well, as you're still healing, because none of us are 100% there. But like a remembrance that even as you grow, ascend, whatever words you want to put there, as you learn, like we're all still connected, everything is still our mirror. So if everyone else in the world isn't, if you perceive everyone else in the world as like not there yet, then you're probably still not there yet either. And it's like this message of like, I felt this like feeling of like, yeah, okay, well that's a lot of responsibility, and of course it is. But I think your spiritual team, your ancestors, whoever, are trying to like reassure you that you can do this, but also it's like time to now take on that responsibility. Like it's time for you to own that title that you want to state that you are, because it is a lot of responsibility. So you might feel like you're in a bit of a rest period at the moment as well, and there's not a lot going on, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of things. Again, I feel like in time you're going to be taking on a lot of responsibility, and this is time for you to kind of figure out like how you can manage those intense emotions coming from others, how you can set boundaries, how you can flow with the universe, flow with other people's energies as well. and also focus on yourself as much as you're focusing on other people, and learn balance. So yeah, that's everything I have for you for the collective message. If you want to hear the full message, well, an individual message for yourself, then I do have a pick a card reading that will be linked down below if you are interested. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head into those readings now. But hi, option number 1, even I was about to call you number 2. Number 1, I've just done the collective message. As you can probably tell, my energy is a little bit different here. I don't know why, when I was doing that message, I felt very like mellow, very like I couldn't talk faster than a certain speed in some weird way. I don't know, I pick up very strange energies sometimes, and I don't even realize that I'm in it until like afterwards. I'm like, wait, what? Anyway, let's start off with some tarot cards for you guys. I'm trying to decide which deck to use. I feel like this one, Light Seers. So prepare to be outstanded. So no, I chose the wrong one. No wonder I said option number 2, because I just picked up the wrong deck, right? Sorry about that. Option number 1. I'm not going to confuse myself. Here we go. It was not a slip of the tongue, it was a literal, I chose option number 2 there. Right, so option number 1, let's go now. Those who chose the Selenite one, sorry, you are in the right place. Apologies for that. Those you love you. So what is it those who chose Selenite one need to know right now? If I could pick this up would be great. Don't know why I'm struggling there. Those who chose the Selenite one, please. What do they need to know right now? Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. Those who chose the Selenite one, what do they need to know right now? That's the theme from If You Go Down to the Woods Today, You'll See Your Son. I think it's like a great surprise or something like that, isn't it? Do 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 do. Right, so for Selenite one, please, what do they need to know right now? What do they need to know right now? The Hanged Man. Okay, can I just control yourselves? We've got the Ace of Wands. I'm going to put that up right, actually. Gosh. I don't know why I love this Ace of Wands card, you know. Right. The World card. I just feel like these all need to be upright for now. I'm gonna stop there. Hangman, the Ace of Wands, the World, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, for one thing, when I was putting your oracle cards was like that there's this feeling of maybe you want to go traveling, maybe you want to move abroad, maybe you want to move away from your family home or something like that, especially with the World card here. That's why I'm bringing it up now, because if there is some hesitancy to do that, even though that's like your dream come true, like that's your wish come true, then, well, what you need to know right now is like, don't hesitate to, you know, pursue those dreams, basically, to see the world in the way that you want to see it. Even if it's like, oh, I really want to go traveling, but, you know, I'm getting the narrative of like, I would be alone, like I'm a woman, I don't know if it would be safe, like all these different fears coming through. And it's like, Okay, yeah, you have this really great idea. Take a moment to make some more plans, to solidify them, and then there should be no issue with you taking action towards these dreams that you have and achieving them. Even if this isn't about travel, this is just about general dreams, making things happen for yourself. Like, there's a feeling of like maybe doubting that you have the ability to do that. Magician again at 9 of Pentacles, making a success. There is a message here about not leaving things incomplete as well. If there's any kind of projects you've started or things, hobbies you started, I don't know, if you made a membership and you've stopped going for a long time, then make sure that you are either stopping that subscription or you make the decision of whether you're going to continue this project or not. Clarify the Hangman, please, for what those need to know. So there's that fear coming through, which is this 9 of Swords energy here, and this Strength card as well. Strength card in reverse. And for the Ace of Wands, please, please choose something. Temperance. Patience. Also balance as well. Taking the time to consider, I'm just hearing, taking the time to consider. Maybe that's even just consider your options. What is the World card here, please? Oh wow, the Lover's just flung out there. The Lover said, hey. Again, Lovers is options, which I don't get often. And sometimes I even forget about that it is about a choice as well. That duality, that Gemini energy. And Gemini is also about travel. Obviously, it's more so short travel because of the third. I'm drawn to this number 6, the fact that it's 6. It's number of love. Doing what you love, I just heard as well. 9 of Cups. Where's that here? Devil reversed. The Devil for me is like the opposite of the Lovers card. I think because it has basically the imagery of the Lovers card and it's so similar to it. The Devil in reverse, detachment, releasing the fears, releasing what? Releasing what? Page of Wands. Stop being in the idea phase. You're in the idea phase right now. Or you've been in that idea phase for a long time. Especially with this Hangman here. This planning phase for a long time. You feel like there's a lot of responsibility on you, possibly. Like, well, if I make this choice, if I go with that thing, then what about my parents? What about my siblings? How will they cope without me? Without me? What would they do without me? Oh, this is going to be an interesting editing situation. Right, the High Priestess here. Yeah, I don't actually know why that's a... Over the High Priestess. Emperor reversed. Stop trying to over control things. Trust your intuition. Trust. Have faith. I was actually saying this in the collective reading, kind of. Have faith in the things you can't see. You need to have faith in the things that you cannot see right now. Again, if it's like that travel scenario, like I'm a woman, I won't be safe and all these different things. It's like, trust that the universe got you, okay? They're going to keep you safe. Trust that you've made you've taken the appropriate action on your part, and then give the rest to Spirit, basically. Give those worries to the divine. Can you tell me more of this Temperance energy, please? The Fool card, again, a new beginning. You want a new beginning for yourself, an adventure. The 7 of Cups that I was seeing. All those different options, feeling indecisive, not knowing which one to choose. not knowing what steps to take. It's almost like this feeling like just start. Just make a start on things and everything will start to fall into place in the way that it needs to. This really isn't going to be a long reading, is it? What I'm going to do, I'm going to look at your oracle cards and then we're going to go and pull some more tarot, I think. So as we had, those you love, love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of a number, to be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they are watching. Exactly. Don't, in a way, it's like forget about everyone else. Forget about their needs, their desires, their wants and wishes for you. What do you want? What is it that you want to do? Because just having that desire can take you really, really far. We also have Peacock Spirit with Let It Shine. That was in reverse. So again, a fear of stepping outside of that comfort zone, of really showing others what your desires are, what's in your heart. Even if this is just like more of a self-expression type of thing. Like there's something unique about what you want to do or your plans. And that's what's going to make you stand out from everyone else. That's what's going to make you succeed. We have Chameleon Spirit here, act as if. Again, we have that purple coming through here, purple and green. So heart and third eye chakras coming through here, as well as what is orange. I'm hearing sacral, but also solar plexus as well, which comes down to that creativity, that ability to kind of channel your desires into something and really follow them, trust in them. We have, as self-care cards, we have use your hands, and we also have plan a vacation. So as I said, some of you guys might want to go traveling, you might want to go abroad. So yeah, start planning that. Start making getting the bits and pieces in place, locking down the details. Use your hands here. That could also be something that you're interested in doing. Maybe you want to go into pottery, into something that's a bit more creative. Just start. Even if it's just a hobby that you want to start, like it's not something very like serious in terms of I want to just quit my job and become an entrepreneur and do this, this and this. Even if it's just like, oh, I would really love to start like pole dancing or something like that. But what would my family say? What would my friends say? Just book the class, go. What I like to do, if I'm scared of doing something, I just count to 5. And once I'm at 5, just do it. Just take the first step. That's what I do anyway. I don't know, it works for me. I feel like it's just like, I wrote this in the Aries season post that I did on the K-Living Instagram page, and it was like, feel the fear, I don't know, I said it like that. It's like, feel the fear and do it anyways. It's just, yes, you're scared, you can acknowledge that you're scared, but just don't allow that to stop you from doing what it is that you want to do. Be like, yeah, I feel scared right now, but I'm going to keep going anyway. I'm going to keep walking into this building and I'm not going to allow myself to stop. Again, if it's some kind of personal creative expression, maybe wearing makeup, maybe it's wearing particular outfits or something like that, because there's a lot of like colors here and stuff like that. Wait, I want to know act as if. I feel like this card never means exactly what I think it means. I need some clarification for this. You clarify this act as if card, please, for those who chose Selenite, for what they need to know, right? Okay. So we have the Tower and we have Death. Sorry, it's not even. Why do I always laugh when I see these cards? It's because I just feel everyone's like, ah, no, I've got this Tower of the Death card. What the hell? Okay, anyway. So yeah, a lot of things are changing for you guys. Life is shaking itself up. Things are definitely, if you've kind of had these dreams for a long time but you haven't really pursued them, you've kind of just pushed them down and been like, it's fine though, I'll get over it, like I'll just take this career path, I'll just do this instead, or something like that. Like whatever it is you've been ignoring is really going to make itself known to you right now, or has been making itself known to you, because it's going to force you to go through this death, this ego death and regeneration. So what this card is asking you to do, act as if you kind of, whilst you're still navigating this new territory, copy what others do, basically. Follow what others are doing. If that means researching more about spiritual practices, if that is getting some journal prompts, if that is, I don't know, I'm kind of out of ideas there. But basically whatever is kind of breaking down in your life, whatever's making you feel a bit like, I don't know what's going on here right now, think, okay, everyone else seems to know what they're doing right now. What are they doing? Just look at what they're doing and try and bring on those attributes a little bit more to help you ease into this new energy that you're entering. Even if that's, say again, wearing makeup, like really out there clothing or something like that, following people on social media who do the same thing as you, and kind of not taking on their personality in like kind of in a weird, in a really obsessive way, but you know how a lot of those people who we look at and we're like, oh my gosh, you're so confident, how are you able to do that? They're not actually confident. They've just kind of got to a point where they've been pretending to be that for so long that they don't know anything else. So that's kind of what I'm trying to tell you here, is that pretend to a point, act as if you are confident, act as if you are brave, that nothing scares you, until you get to a point where that becomes your reality the majority of the time. Because yeah, Spirit's breaking down a lot for you right now. So I want to see more about this Use Your Hands card. Knight of Wands, so take action. Again, if that's something, a passion of yours, and it requires using your hands, if that's molding, if that's, I don't know, there's loads of things you can use your hands for. So it's just another kind of synchronicity, I guess, for you guys to be like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm meant to be doing. I'm on the right track. That's about me. You've just got the Three of Swords in reverse. So definitely healing as well, healing those past hurts. Like I said here, with the Act As If card, if that means you need to do get some journal prompts on inner child healing or something like that, that would be really beneficial for you guys in trying to navigate these new waters. Maybe some of you guys are just going through like a spiritual awakening or something like that, and then you're kind of just, and no one else in your current environment has experienced that or who talks about that, because I definitely know how that feels. So again, act as if just kind of look to others at the moment whilst you're trying to navigate these new waters. And once you feel like, okay, I like that, I didn't like that, I do that well, I don't do that well, that's for me, that's not really for me, you know, it's going to help you kind of decipher those things, get those details ironed out. Again, when we're talking about details here, I don't know, maybe some of you guys have either Piscean energy, or there's like some Virgo energy affecting you at the moment. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, like watching vlogs on solo travelers or something like that, like being like, okay, so she did that didn't go well for her or him or whatever, that didn't go well for them, so I'm gonna do it like this instead. Right, and last but not least, because I feel like I didn't actually say that, those you love you. With that message here, it's like, even though those people might have fears and project those fears onto you, or they might be like, we don't do that around here, you can't sit with us. It's like at the end of the day, a lot of people in our life learn to love what we love. They learn to accept what we are doing with our lives because they realize it's not theirs, and they notice that you know, having you in their life is a lot more important than what you're doing with your life at the end of the day. And hope maybe it will even inspire them to push themselves out of their comfort zone as well. So yeah guys, that is everything that I have for you today. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you found something that you needed to know here. I brought you some new information. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know what you thought. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye. Hi there, option number 2, those of you who chose the Labradorite here, and also the Prepared to be Outstanded card. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started with some tarot cards. On it with some tarot cards. Yeah, I do on this one. Okay. So, what is it that you guys need to know right now, Labradorite? Labradorite, what is it that they need to know right now? Oh, also let me know what you thought about the collective part of this reading. If you want to see more of those, like me putting a bit of a collective message at the beginning, or you're just like, nah, just get straight into it. So first of all, we've got 2 10s here. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 2 6s, the Lovers, and the 6 of Swords. I was actually thinking about this already, but when I had the collective message, which is why I kind of mentioned it there, was because the message of balance came up in option number 1, and it's kind of coming here again with the 10 10 6 6, like balance, right? I know it's not like a 10 and a 10. I don't know, in my mind it's just balance, right? Don't question me on it. So your 10s are in reverse. 6, the Lovers upright. They also had the Lovers as well. 6 of Swords. This is quite difficult energy. I was about to say memory. This is quite a difficult memory, I was about to say. I'm going to put the symbolism of I think this is or is it just a cow? This might be a cow. It probably is a cow. Is that a cow? Why don't I know what that is? Is that a cow, guys? Let me know. I think I might link the symbolism down below. I know one thing which is coming to me is prosperity. Whatever the hell that means. Alright, I'm gonna get some clarifiers. I don't know what I'm fucking about. Clarify the 10 of Wands, please. Why is this in reverse for what? Labrador, I need to know. Talking about prosperity. Ace of motherfucking Pentacles comes right through here. I don't even be swearing like this. Are you guys potty mouths? I was about to swear again and I was like, or are you just in a fuck it attitude? I don't know. Why is the 10 of Swords reversed? And ding ding ding, we have a winner. You've got the Page of Pentacles now. This is so funny. You've got the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck right now. We do a little shuffle. We get the Lovers, please. Why can we clarify the Lovers for me, please? We have the Star and we have the Page of Swords here. Have you been on the search for the one? Are you the one? This Lovers does feel like love to me. To me. To me. Okay, clarify that 6 of Swords here, please. The World card. This came out in option number 1 as well. The World card. I feel like I wanna talk like I'm on a quiz show. I don't know, I've been taking really weird energies this reading. Very strange. Very, very strange. Right, let's see what we got here. Just give me a moment, guys, because I don't know what the hell's going on here. I feel like you guys have been waiting on a new beginning for a long time. Like, you feel like you're stuck in this ending stage because you've got the Ten of Wands here, the Ten of Swords, and I feel like you've just been almost stuck there. Like, everything has gone away, everything has died, and I'm still here. And not in like a I'm still here, I'm still standing, not in that way. in a way that's like, okay, so now I'm just lonely, deserted on this island. Now what? It's a bit like a now what moment. I'm waiting for my shit to come in, please. I feel like you've just been on this long journey. This long journey. Why is the Six of Swords reversed? With the World card, which is fun. Well, the World card here, that's that completion. It's like you've been looking for this completion to happen here. Again, it's like you feel like this energy has just been stuck on the 10, at the 10. And the thing with endings, there's meant to be a new beginning that comes after an ending. And I think for you guys, you felt like you haven't felt this new beginning. You haven't experienced this new beginning yet. It's difficult for me to say this message because I don't know whether this is a feeling of like, this is your desires or... Okay, it's like a mixture of both, I'm hearing. So a new beginning could definitely be to do with more like a career, getting more finances, that type of thing. And with this Ace of Pentacles, like, I'm very drawn to the fact that it is literally like a hand, Spirit's hand offering you these opportunities, bringing these towards you, trying to replenish your land. Probably even more than you could handle, it feels like. Yeah, so it's a mixture of like the things that you've been wanting and wishing for coming in for you, being provided by Spirit, basically. So it's like, yes, you want this, but also it is actually aligning with what Spirit's going to be giving you in a way. That's what it feels like anyway. Yeah, there's like a clear direction for you here. Like, you know, or at least your soul knows where it's heading to. Even if you don't quite cognitively know that yet, it's like you know where you're going. This star on the star card also looks like the star that's in this pentacle card as well. Well, like the yellow and mirrored here again. So again, yellow being important here. Wealth, abundance, beauty, gold, finances. Yeah, the World card, this completion that you've been searching for. But why is the Six of Swords here? Well, what can you tell me about Six of Swords reversed for what I need to know? Justice reversed. Finally, that balance again. I'm hearing like rectifying wrongs, rectifying injustice is what needs to happen for this completion. Or maybe you feel like this is what needs to happen for this completion. That's why I'm struggling with this message a bit, because I don't know whether it's like, obviously this is a what you need to... Guys, I'm getting confused. Okay, so that's what you need to know. Rectifying an injustice. What is this injustice, maybe, if you can let us know? Has the Magician card. The Magician. Again, I got a lot of yellow coming through here. You have the Strength card reversed, the Fool card reversed, yellow, 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 red, yellow, red, lolly, yellow, lolly. I'm in a very strange mood today. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. You've got a lot of Major Arcana. A lot of big shifts have been happening in your life. I can't tell what this rectifying wrong is. It's either with someone who thought they were like more righteous than you, someone who thought they had everything, or it could have even been you, that you thought you knew everything at one point or another in time. That doesn't sound like you, but it sounds like someone you know. It could be them. Yeah, I feel like maybe it was someone who tried to take you down a few pegs at some point or another. In this growth, why did I want to say growth? In this kind of isolation. Yeah, again, isolation, what I said about here. I'm lonely, there's nothing here. I've made it to the top of the mountain, I found enlightenment, and it's cold and it's lonely and there's nothing here apart from myself. It's like I'm almost seeing this person who's at the top of this mountain in this imagery, like this bright light that they have, taking it with them and walking back down this long road back down. It's like this pilgrimage you went on, this ascension journey that you went on. It wasn't just, you probably felt like, you know, right, I've got to get to the top of this mountain. I've got to find what it is that's been missing, basically. I've got to find the thing that will make me whole in a way. That will complete my soul. I've got to find that purpose, whatever it was. And then you got to the top, you found it, you learned, you did everything, and then you were like, right, I actually have to now make myself, I actually now have to get myself back down this mountain. I'm going to go back through all of these things that I thought I already faced to get myself to the bottom, to bring myself back home. So I think that might have been something that you didn't realize. But the thing is, things are going to be or have been illuminated to you as you go along back down this mountain now. Whereas before, when you went up, you were in like kind of this complete darkness. You didn't know what you were going to be faced with. You didn't know what was going to be lurking around the corners. This time you actually know. And whilst it's almost that feeling of, I'm saying this in this big fat analogy, but it's that saying of like healing's not linear. Like those triggers still exist, but you just know how to deal with them better. You know how to not react in the same way that you did. Like the lessons are there now, but the trigger still exists. That memory still has a place in your psyche or whatever, right? It's like I still get anxious, but this time I know to breathe when I'm anxious. I know to go for a walk when I'm anxious. So again, with this mountain analogy, it's like, okay, I'm still gonna face that gremlin. I'm still gonna face that troll at the turning, but this time I know that trolls love chocolate, and I've got myself some chocolate. Again, why am I such in a weird mood today? What the hell? You guys might just need some more fun in your life as well, because the way I'm talking is very like childish in a way. So you guys might be tapping into your inner child a lot more. That might be something that you need to do. Right, do you know what? I feel like we should be fun to your... I feel like I just want to keep laughing. This is so funny. There's nothing that is funny, guys. There is nothing that is funny. Okay, hold on. Let me keep these, not that one, out. And then let us get into these. Right, so we do have prepare to be outstanded, send them love, wish them peace. No, I didn't. I don't know why I thought I read these to you guys at the beginning. I don't think I did. Okay, I didn't. Right, so this says, send them love, wish them peace, see them happy. Happy. Everyone always forever, and prepared to be outstanded. Oh man, and will you ever become a big time manifester? Yeah, I feel like this is a message about all the people you kind of left on this journey of when you went on this journey, that all the people that kind of got left behind, and how, you know, you don't wish any malice on them. And by doing that, you're really going to be astounded at the people you meet now when you return. And even those who might return back into your life now, they realize that, wow, I treated you wrong, or I did this wrong, or again, returning some kind of justice returning to you, because people might have not treated you in the best way in the past. And those people might be coming, not even just to be like, oh, let me get back into your life or something like that, but just being like, you know, I don't know, maybe there's a moment where someone just admits their wrongdoing or something like that, it feels like. And will you ever become a big time manifester? Again, things that you want. Big time, but she's a big time manifester. No small time. Again, what? Yeah. What I'm trying to say, God, it's like I can't say words. What I'm trying to say with this is like, you're in the big leagues now, right? You're in the big leagues now. You're not messing with small dogs. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. This was actually in reverse. Which is funny because when you put it in reverse, obviously bat's hand upside down, but now you can see it upright. And upright, it looks so cheeky. I don't know if you can even see the smile. This cheeky little bat. That's so funny. Kind of looks like a meerkat. Especially with that little thing on its head. Reminded me of Madagascar and how the leader is very funny. Anyway. Okay, and your self-care card is beauty ritual. And connect with fire. I just had an illumination. Especially if you're someone who does like fire scrying or something like that, you might be able to get new messages from the fire. Beauty ritual, pamper yourself, make yourself feel good. Do what it is, like, I don't know, do your hair, put on some makeup, get a new tat, paint your nails, shave. I don't know, I'm just naming all these beauty rituals like you guys don't know what beauty rituals are. Right, just basically what I mean is do things that make you feel good about yourself, but particularly your appearance as well. I feel like people might be coming in, offering you maybe like to go on dates and stuff like that. And so it's like, get ready because it's coming. It's coming. So if I read the Badger Spirit message, it says, Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon manifest into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires into divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself. Be fearless and be bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also given the green light now. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Badger spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. Okay. I feel like that shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. Again, you're re-entering the world now. You've been in this hermit stage, you've been at the top of this temple, and now it's time to get back to us little people down here. Come and rejoin us. Come and tell us what you've learned along this journey, along your path. Again, new people coming in for you, so show them what you're made of, like in terms of physical appearance, and let that inner light be reflected outwards as well. Because you may have been, a lot of time when we go through these ascension periods and we're in that hermit stage, we don't really want to get ready. Those things that are more ego based, we're not focused on those. So it's important for you guys to kind of like get back into that, because we do need a bit of our ego. We do, like, we're not supposed to completely get rid of it. Like the sun in what am I trying to say? The sun in astrology is your ego. Like, everything revolves around the sun, right? So you still need your ego. You still need the sun. Maybe it'll be good for you guys to look at where your sun is in your chart as well, and see how you can satisfy that egoic need as well in a healthy way. Also, where I was kind of talking about, you're with the big dogs now. You're in the big leagues now. Like, you guys are the manifestors. You guys are the leaders now. You're in that, where you saw other people, you're there now, right? So as you're entering this new period, and where I'm saying, what was it? Oh, how I kind of saw in this card here that it looks like the one from Madagascar. He was actually the leader of his other animals. I don't know what they were. But yeah, he became the leader of it just by his sheer cockiness, his sheer boldness. This is what's standing out to me. It says, this temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad. Bat Spirit gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate these unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You will emerge with a new perspective, and Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. Again, that intention, desires coming through here. Manifestations coming through here. Getting what it is that is actually aligned with you. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. And the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat Spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one, for the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new, amazing life forming now. In this new, amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat Spirit has listened in the darkness of the night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. Bat Spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you are in the dark, know that come morning, all will be revealed, and things will be in a new form that is right for you. So when we said again, people may be coming from the past, it doesn't even mean that necessarily people coming back from your past. If you feel like those people haven't grown, they are gone, dead and gone, the dust has settled. But also people who maybe share the things that you enjoyed about the people from your past that you had to let go of are coming in now, and they can meet you now where you're at as well. It doesn't have to be like the same people. It could be like people with their type of personality. is what I'm trying to say. So yeah guys, that is everything that I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye. And I apologize for how silly I've been in this reading, but I hope you enjoyed it. Hi there, option number 3, welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose the Howlite and the See Me in the Eyes card, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, also let me know what you thought of the collective part of this message. I have found that it kind of has come in a little bit in option number 1 and 2 so far. So yeah, let me know. Maybe I'll do more of those. If you really don't care, you're just like, I want to see map out and that's all, then let me know that too. So what is it those who chose Howlite need to know right now, please? Those who chose blue Howlite, what do they need to know? Blue Howlite, what do you need to know? Oh, hello. Hello. Masculine energy. What? I feel like whenever I get, to be fair, I haven't had any queens really in this reading, so do you know? Anyway, masculine energy, that's what I see. Let's get one more card or two. Great, why not? You have Death and Rebirth and the Ace of Cups. Let's just recenter these a little bit. So you've got the King of Swords, the Emperor, the Five of Wands, Death and Rebirth, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, I've got to get me clarifiers out. Right. Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm the Ace of Cups. Right. Can you clarify these cards for us, please? Justice came out in option number 1. Clarify why the Emperor is here, please. 8 of Wands. Clarify why the King of Swords is here. You have King of Cups, Judgment reversed. You also have the Page of Pentacles, but I'm not going to take that because that's too many. You're doing too much. Why is the Five of Wands here in reverse, please? Knight of Cups reversed. Lots of reversals. Would it be great if we... don't know, it's up to you I guess. Why is it Death and Rebirth here, please clarify? Page of Wands came out now. Or was it Page of Pentacles that tried to come out? I think it was Page of Pentacles. And clarify the Ace of Cups, please. We have the Hermit and we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, and we have the Star card. This has come out up in every single reading so far. Okay, so this message is about you tuning in to your emotions, particularly if you find yourself as someone who is more so in a masculine energy, someone who is action orientated, who wants to go, who wants to do, who wants to achieve. Yeah, you gotta stop. No, I'm joking, don't stop that. Hold on a sec. But in all seriousness though, it is time. There's going to be a new emotional beginning being presented to you with this Ace of Cups. If it would so kindly allow me to pick it up. There we go, Ace of Cups there. Ace of Wands, which is that masculine for me because it is more action orientated. It goes off of pure passion, desire. Whereas the cup energy, you can tune into that heart a bit more. You see it has that heart in the imagery. I can't be able to pick it up again, I'm so sorry. But it does have this heart in the imagery of it. And she kind of holds it close to her heart as well down here. It's in the middle of her chest. And also the Ace of Wands. I remember this tarot reader I used to watch, she used to say that it reminded her of a dick. Is holding his dick, especially in the King of Wands card. So again, masculine energy is what I get from that. So Hermit, spiritual enlightenment, growth, going into a bit of an isolation period. And the thing with the Hermit card, which is actually has that Virgo energy about it, Piscean energy can tune in to their emotions. They're a lot less mental. Virgos are very mental. And I feel like, again, this is just the message of like, this is where you need to be coming to now. Especially with the death and rebirth here, you'll definitely be going through some transformations happening in your life. I feel like if you've been making plans from your like desires almost, I don't know how to say it. It's like if you've been making plans impulsively, if you've been making them from more of like an ego mindset of like, well, I always use this example, but fast car example, like, oh yeah, they've got a fast car, I need a fast car, let me get that too. So if you've been making like plans, or yeah, okay, let me give another example which might have actually been better than that. But like, say your friends are going out for dinner, but you're not really in the mood, you're not really feeling it, but if you don't go, you're going to be thinking, you start thinking like, well, if I don't go, then they might think that I'm boring, they might think that I'm not cool, they might think that I shouldn't be in this group, all these different things, like all these kind of more egoic reasons not to go, or to go in a way. It's like, yeah, if you've been making decisions based off of that, then I feel like they might not be working out for you in the best way. Like, I feel like this time is transforming how you make decisions for your life. Where is it actually coming from? Where are these desires coming from? Is it from a place of ego, or is it from actually a heart-centered place? As well, being a bit more stoic, a bit more careful with how you approach situations, with how you word things, thinking things through a bit more. Again, you have the King of Cups here, King of Swords here, very elevated signs. I hope you know what I mean, like elevated archetypes in the tarot deck, as well as the Emperor as well. Very masculine energy here. So yeah, you might be finding a lot of conflict, a lot of things arising in that kind of emotional realm of you expressing yourself emotionally. Clarify the Five of Wands and Knight of Cups here, please. We have the Lovers. Oh, this has come out in every single one too. So some of you guys might be really thinking about relationships, or this might be concerning relationships for you guys. Again, in our collective reading, we were speaking about that tuning into that feminine, that divine feminine energy, which is kind of mirroring or coming into you guys' reading as well, where it's like, it's not just about what you can do, but what you feel about a situation. Being open to receiving help from others, to receiving love from others. What is this? Yeah, with the Emperor here, which is that Aries energy, and then having the Eight of Wands reversed, it's like saying slow down, think before you react. We also are in Aries season now, and I realize that a lot of Aries messages are kind of coming through for you guys in terms of like maybe navigating these next this next month or so. Yeah, like taking on obviously the boldness of Aries, the ability to get things done, but also tapping into, I feel like it's a message of not forgetting that Librarian counterpart, the descendant, whatever, the sister sign, duality to it. Goodness me, duality to it, which is about balance, fairness, looking at things objectively, not being so impulsive, thinking things through. Again, speaking up without the fear of judgment might be something that you struggle with, and you might be working on. I feel like there is definitely a thing of here, like not being so careless with how you maybe say things or how you approach situations maybe. I'm gonna get these oracle cards. Right, so we do have see me in their eyes. Whenever conferring with another face to face or across the miles, whether human being, departed spirit, or sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. Amen, the universe. P.S. Yes, as if some trees weren't sentient. Glad you caught that. Okay. I'll come on to that in a second, actually. So we have cow spirit. The miracles are endless. This was in reverse. And then we also have canary spirit, sing your own song. We did also have this throat chakra message coming through in the collective message as well. And that's coming up for you guys again. Right, your self-care messages are dream journal. As well as connect with your ancestors, which was also a big message coming through in the collective message. So you guys might want to watch that if you didn't. So yeah, there's a message here of like needing to connect yourself, root yourself to something deeper than yourself, basically. Deeper than your ego. You might have a lot of things coming up in your subconscious, which happens often in the dream world. So it would be great for you to like start writing down some of the dreams that you've been having and really taking the time to like think about the themes that are coming up and whether those are being mirroring things in your day-to-day lives. For example, I found that I have, since I've started doing like writing down my dreams, I've really noticed like patterns of when I have certain kind of reoccurring dreams and what's going on in my day-to-day life. So yeah, that could be something for you guys as well. Also getting some more rest as well would be great for you guys. And I think as well, realizing that you're more than just yourself. You're a collection of your ancestry. You are a combination of those who have come before you and everything that they've kind of done and the choices that they've made. Like you can see this DNA kind of running through the middle person here with these other people connecting to her. And it's kind of like, you know, sometimes we can feel like our life is so hard, which I'm not discrediting how hard or difficult your life is, but we can feel like everything is so overwhelming and why am I in this situation? Why do I have this family? Why? Or all these different things. And it's like, not only are you sometimes cleansing your own karma and trauma, maybe from the life you have now or the previous lifetimes, but you're also doing that for your ancestry as well sometimes, and that is a lot of work and it's really draining. And tapping into them and kind of leaning on them as they are in the spiritual realm can really help you get through those difficult parts, release a bit of burden, you know, ask for help basically. Again, when I saw the see me in their eyes card, it kind of felt like if you are afraid of expressing yourself, well, when you talk to spirit, when you ask for things from the universe, you're not afraid. You know that you kind of trust it. You have this trust in spirit or the universe or whatever it is that you talk to, whether that's God or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is you have this trust in them to respond in a way that makes you feel good, in a way that is fulfilling to give you what you need. But do you give people in your day-to-day life this trust? And if so, if you don't, then why not? Do you feel like you could give this trust to someone who you care about, or who says they care about you? Can you see spirit in them? Can you look to their higher self? Can you speak to their higher self? Again, careful with the way you being mindful of the way that you interact with others and you speak to others. Speak about others, maybe even. And this could just be the people that you surround yourself with. So this Canary Spirit card. Are you suppressing your true voice? Perhaps trying to sing the song you think other people want to hear instead of your own. You create a cage around your life when you express only what you think will help you fit in and get what you think you want. Are you hiding the real you? Telling a safe story about yourself to others because you're afraid they will think you are too different if they knew the truth. Canary Spirit comes to help you express yourself in a more honest and authentic way. Yes, not everyone will agree with you. In fact, not everyone will want to hear your originality or accept your uniqueness. You must not give this a single care. There will be plenty people, opportunities, and wonderful new experiences that arrive as if by magic once you open your own caged door and fly free. Canary Spirit is cheering for you and wants to know you are safe and loved. Find your voice and have courage to spread your wings and sing out loud. The world needs your true song. So some of you guys might even be like maybe into spirituality, and it's something that your friends, you know, they dabble in a little bit, but it's like, no, I'm into this shit. But it's like, you can't really talk to them about the things that maybe you're interested in, or the things you're passionate about, or maybe even want to pursue as a career. And it almost limits you because you put yourself into this imaginary cage, because no one else is putting you in the cage. You put yourself in the cage, right? By trying to fit in, by trying to appease to what you think everyone else wants from you, because you don't know what people want from you until they tell you, this is what I want from you. So again, throat chakra message, speaking up. Okay, I don't know why I didn't feel like reading out the message necessarily, but with the cow spirit message here, there is a deeper message. There's a deeper message about distracting yourself, like not distracting yourself with things that aren't, just to kind of pass the time, with things that aren't actually filling your mind with, that aren't elevating you. Obviously, yeah, you can watch whatever you want to watch, because I don't like when people say don't listen to this music because you'll start thinking this way. Like, no, you know, I have some free will, like I do have my own brain, or something like that. So I'm not saying that, but more so in terms of like, okay, I'm noticing this pattern's happening a lot, or I'm noticing that I feel very snappy at people, I feel claustrophobic, and I feel like I can't, don't mean physically claustrophobic, but more so like I feel like I can't speak my mind. And rather than just kind of ignoring those little things that are happening in your life right now, or ignoring those little messages that are going on in your mind, like actually take like an hour or so out of your week or day or whatever, and just be like, okay, this has been happening, let me try and figure out where this is coming from. Let me actually take some time to think about my spiritual growth, me learning, how can I push past these obstacles or challenges that I've been having in my life up till now. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's just something missing with you guys. Again, where Eight of Swords are on the deck there. I think I said this in option number 2 as well, and I wrote this in my Aries post again, but feel the fear and do it anyways. I might have to finish this off on my phone because this camera battery is about to end and I'm too lazy to change it right now. So I've just pulled the Fool card, the Temperance, and the 5 of Swords for you guys, and it's like, yeah, you're on the edge, you're on the precipice, I love that word, of a new beginning here. Don't allow that fear to stop you from taking that leap. You need to have faith. As I said in the collective message, you need to have faith in this unknown. I kind of love this card, the fact that it's got all these like geometrical shapes down here, because it's like, oh, let me even show you. You see all those shapes in there, because this is what the universe is made up of. It's made up of all these weird shapes and binary codes and whatever we want to call them. I don't know. I'm not a physicist. But it's like, you don't know what this means. You just have to trust that whatever she, in this imagery, just has to trust that whatever she falls into is about to catch her. This is a net. Like, in her mind, this is a net, and it's going to catch me because I have faith. Again, Temperance is talking about healing and balance, that light and shadow aspects of yourself, recognizing where you might need to make changes, where you might need to grow a bit more. Not just thinking of like, you know, I'm better than everyone else. And I'm not saying that you think that necessarily, because a lot of people who do think that, or kind of have that notion about themselves, they have quite a low self-esteem. And if you think about a narcissist, which I'm not calling you a narcissist, definitely not, but because a narcissist would not be thinking about what they need to change at all. But just in terms of like narcissistic people, what am I trying to say here? Okay, yeah, so they have extremely low self-esteem, but they will not show that to anyone. No one would think that, because they inflate their ego so much to a point where they can feel like it's not affecting their self-esteem, but really it does. But anyway, so yeah, just kind of thinking about those light and shadow parts of yourself, and how you can accept the shadows within you, accept the things that you may not be so fond of, the things that you might be reluctant to share with others, and find a way to be like, yeah, this is me. I'm sometimes irritable, sometimes I'm a bit cocky, sometimes I say things in a way that I shouldn't, and I'm going to try and change that. It's not to justify them, it's not to be like, yeah, that's just me and it doesn't matter. Like, it does matter to have these shadows, but by acknowledging them, it means that you can take the time to kind of be like, okay, you're there, I see you want to react like that. Especially like the shadows, kind of think of it a bit like the ego as well, like it's kind of more so attached to the ego. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you're there, those needs are there, I see your ego, I see your shadow side, but I'm not gonna let you make the decision for me. That's what I mean. You also did have the Five of Swords come out here again. Not again, sorry. Yeah, the Five of Wands before. But the Five of Swords is kind of like that lose-lose situation. In the Five of Swords, he has put his ego, put his needs above everyone else's. So if you feel like you've been trying to do that to kind of save face a lot of the time, then now would be a time to kind of look at why I feel like I need to do that. Why do I feel like I need to put myself first? Why do I feel like I need to? Which is all well and good in balance. Again, that collective message and temperance here. It's well and good putting yourself first, doing self-care, setting boundaries in balance. Because the energy is give and take. Is giving and receiving, I should say, not take. Give and receiving. It's not give, it's not receive, it's give and receive. So it's balance, right? You have to do both in balance. Right, so that is everything that I have for you guys. Option number 3 with the Howlite. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.